Bless you, Sammy D here, and I have a question for you. Have you ever been on a date, a blind date at that, and you wonder, what am I doing here? And how can I get out of this? Yeah, well, it's happened to me too. The one that comes to mind is I'm taking this sister out, just met, and we went out to a diner, nice diner, and so we're having dinner. So I noticed she orders from the most expensive dish. You know, you're in a diner, you figure $10, $15 dish. That's kind of common, normal, average. She's going for the $35, $40 dish. So, you know, I'm there. What am I going to say? You can't back down now. You got to kind of fake it till you make it. First date, you want to impress, right? So I let it go. Now, what bothered me was when the food came, she took the first bite, and she immediately was like, waitress, do you have the olives that are from the mountains of Zion in Jerusalem and Israel? And I'm like, and the waitress was, no, man, we don't have those olives. We got these olives. So now she takes another bite. And she went into her little drama thing again. Waitress, do you have the salt that was imported from the caves of Africa in the days when the slaves and the African were born into America? And I'm like, huh? The waitress said, no, man, I'm sorry, we don't have those type of salts here. Now, you know, mind you, I'm not against any person fixing themselves up. If the barn needs some painting, then go ahead and paint. She had this long black straight hair. She's African American. She had these eyelids that were so long you can land a helicopter on them, and you can tell she had like several facelifts. Tight, she was tight as a drum, and the cheekbones were out. Now again, I'm not against anything you want to do with your body, fine, but then be for real, even if you do have some fake stuff. I know that I'm gonna get in trouble by this statement, but it's true. Just be real. So the second date, which I question, why am I going on a second date with her? We're in my place now, and we're gonna order some Chinese food from a Chinese restaurant. So again, she goes to the most expensive dish on the menu. She's ordering duck. Now listen to me, Brother Bozo. Who orders duck from a fast food, takeout, Chinese restaurant? I mean, I can see you ordering common stuff we order. Shrimp fried rice or pork fried rice or whatever you call that, or dumplings. You order duck when you go to the nice fancy Chinese restaurant, you want to sit down, but from a fast food, takeout order, duck? So when the duck got there, she complained because she didn't like the way they made it. You should have known that. So now she's going into her drama thing. Sam. And I stopped. I said, hold up, sister. Listen to me. I don't have salt. I don't have pepper. Especially the imported one. I don't have any ketchup. I don't have mustard. I don't have mayonnaise. I don't have paprika. And I definitely don't have no adobo. You're going to have to, and I started to say, you dumb, and I held back. You're going to have to eat that like that. And you know, in my mind, I'm like, I got to dump this girl. I got to take her home after this. And I took her home, and when I drove away, I went like, ba ba da ba 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 ba. That's a universal sign for you're dumped. And I never saw her again. Bye-bye, so long, farewell. You say, Sam, what's the story for? Don't tolerate nonsense, and definitely don't compromise your beliefs, your values, and your principles. On another date, real quick, I'm in a nice Greek restaurant. The sister is a worship team leader. She sings in the church. She's ordering a glass of wine. So I said, okay, well, you know, there's some sipping saints. They drink. I don't drink. So she orders a glass of wine. I said, go right ahead. She orders another glass of wine. Now, these wines are probably, these cups are pretty big. They're like 4 feet tall. So I said, go ahead. I ain't gonna say nothing. So when we drive out, now I don't drink. I know there's some ministers say, Brother Sam, I have my beer. I have my glass of wine once. So you go ahead and have your little glass of wine and beer. I don't drink. I'm a drug counselor. I try to get people off alcoholism. And you may say, just a glass of wine. I'm not alcoholic. Good, fine. There's some alcoholics that are started by just a glass of wine, but I'll leave that alone for another day. So when we drove off, she said to me, can you stop by a liquor store? I want to get a bottle of wine. By that time, I'm like, this freaking alcoholic, and I had to take her to a detox. I said, no, I'm not stopping by no liquor store, man. I'm not into that. I'm a drug counselor. I don't stop by no liquor store. So she said to me, brother, you need to lighten up. I said to myself, I need to lighten up. You need to tighten up. I'm taking you to your home. And I turned around and whoo, I drove her home. And I did one of my universal signs. Goodbye, so long, farewell. And I dumped her. Listen to me, friend. Anytime you see signs that are against your principles and against your values, do my universal. And dump. Leave them alone. My philosophy is, if in doubt, do without. God bless you.